Okay. Welcome, 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 welcome. I can see so much more of my hot mess behind me, and I apologize for that. As you're jumping on, guys, we are live here on YouTube. I don't know if I've ever done this before. If I have, it's been a very, very long time. So I'm used to YouTube or Facebook that you can only see the little bit of mess behind me. Who else has a craft room that's as messy as mine? I just gotta ask.
That's as messy as mine.
All right, we got some
I just
volume.
gotta ask.
All right, guys. So we're gonna jump right in because I'm apparently on a timeline. I just found out as I was gonna hit the button, I got an alert that I am on Craft Around the Clock this afternoon as well. So we're gonna start the project here and then we'll see if we get it done. If not, we will jump over there and we will get it done on Facebook. So welcome. Who is new to seeing the Shabby Chic Vintage Chicks? Let me know in the comments, please. So, okay, we're going to start off with these baskets that I bought at, I believe it was Dollarama. They were $3.50 here in Canada. I've got 2 of them. And let's be honest, they are just not my jam. If you know anything about Shabby Chic Vintage Chicks, you will know that these are not my kind of thing. Who else is with me today? I can see that there's some people here. I would love to know who is watching. Okay, so I'm just going to remove these labels and we are going to paint these babies up. But first of all, these are going to turn into a rustic kind of, what do you call it, a barrel. Words are not good for me apparently today. So we're going to glue them together like this, but we're going to need to get rid of this top piece. So I was playing around with it and I thought I was going to have to cut them out. But in all honesty, if you just push really hard in the bottom, it all pops out pretty easily. Okay. And of course, once you say that, that's when you end up with an obstacle, right? There we go. So I don't know if we could use this for something else at a later date or not. I'm great for saving stuff, so we'll see. We'll set that aside and see if we can find another use for it. If you can think of something else to use that for, let me know. But there's our top for our barrel. How cute is that? How many of you have bought these and thought there's got to be something I can do with these? All right, so now I'm going to take some chalk paint, and this is called Canapé. Just want to make sure I got the right one. And I'm just going to take a paintbrush, and we're going to paint the whole thing out in the brown. It's a beautiful, beautiful light brown, very rustic color. This thing is going to be so cute, guys. Now we're going to want good coverage. So if you're not using this one, you might need a couple coats. I think with this one, we'll be good with one. I am not seeing any comments. Where are our comments? I'm used to on Facebook. Everybody chats with me. What are you looking for, Miss Mai? A glue stick?
Yeah.
Like a hot glue stick?
Yeah.
For your small glue gun? Here. I've got a young one that's crafting in the other room as well. We're such a crafty family. Isn't that looking good so far? So much better than the red and green. Everybody's so quiet here. Y'all, if you like watching lives on here, you're going to have to talk to me. Let me know you're enjoying this. The reason I have jumped over to YouTube is because Facebook is losing a lot of my videos, unfortunately. And when we make projects of wooden pieces that we sell off of our website, when people go back and look for tutorials, it's kind of nice if the video still exists, right? And lately they've been disappearing. We lost a whole bunch of them, like 6 months worth at the beginning of the year. And now we've lost a couple more apparently over the last couple months. So we thought, well, we better go to YouTube where we have a better storage for this great crafting ideas. Isn't this coming along nicely? It's going to look fabulous. I'm so excited about this one. How many of you have painted out one of these baskets before? I'm thinking if I could find a couple more before Christmas is over, I might want to grab some and do Eastery ones too. Wouldn't they be cute? You could do them in like pastel colors instead and have like rustic barrels. And then just dingy them up a bit to make them a little more rustic. But they'd be so pretty. Okay, we're almost done this one. There we go. I think we got it all. If not, we can go back and we can touch it up after. Let's see if I can find a spot to let that dry. Where's my peeps? Oh, Cheryl's with us. Thank you, Cheryl, for speaking up. I was wondering, because I haven't done a live chat on here before, if it was working or not. I was seriously wondering. And I had my phone here for backup in case I didn't see comments up there. Have you found any of these barrels? No one else is going to talk to me. I'll just talk to Cheryl. By the way, guys, anyone that's watching this on the replay after, feel free to still jump in on the chit chat. I always go back and chat with everybody. I love visiting with all you guys. So as you can see, this is moving along quite quickly. We're still going to make it a little more rustic after we get it the base coat done. This would also be beautiful. It would take probably a couple coats, but if it was done in like a creamy white, like let's see, crinoline or something like that, and then take some black wax, would be beautiful because it would go into all these little slots. That would be gorgeous. So what do you think? Are we good? Like, is the picture good? Or no, you haven't been shopping. That's true. That is so true. You'll be shopping like a mad woman next year, though. So is the image good here on YouTube, or is it better on Facebook? Anybody got any updates for me? Woo. Okay. For some reason, I didn't get as messy with that one. I'm getting messy with this one. I think it's because I can hold it from both sides with the other one. Okay, I think we're looking pretty good. So I'm just going to set my paintbrush aside here. I'm going to close this up for a few minutes. And then we're going to grab a lighter shade. Oh, the picture's brighter. Okay. That's good to know. Sorry, I'm looking for a baby wipe here. Clean up some of this mess as I go. Okay. because now we're going to grab a lighter shade. Wow, did I ever get it all over me? Okay, so for a lighter shade, I am going to use this one here. It's kind of like a creamy beige. This one is called Suri. I might have to dry this up a little bit here. It's looking pretty wet. There's still a bit of a greenish hue coming through. It seems to be soaking into the wood. So if you were doing this for resale or, well, even for yourself, I would probably do 2 coats. Now, for the sake of the live, I'm going to go ahead and just do the one. But yeah, 2 coats would probably be much nicer. You can kind of see that greenish shade coming through, eh? But it'll be okay. So this is just like a hair blower. This is called the Heat It tool. I will put the link for it in the description after if anyone's looking for one of these. It's a great little heat tool. A little bit warmer than what your hair blower would be. Works a little bit quicker. But if you don't have one and you have a hair blower handy, you can always use that. Anything else exciting happening? Who is ready for Christmas? I am, but I had no shopping to do. Like literally, I bought my couple things, but because we're taking the big trip to South Carolina, I didn't buy anything. So there's no wrapping presents. There's nobody coming over. It's kind of a weird year. I'm not used to it. All right, so I'm going to open this up. Oh, did I grab a brand new one? I did. Okay, not a big deal. Okay, so when you get a brand new paint, you can see it kind of separates a bit. So you're going to want to grab a little stir stick or a popsicle stick and just give that a stir because it separates and all your goodies, all your pigment and everything kind of settles to the bottom. So you want to stir that back up. Some of them do it worse than others. They'll all come back. I should have took a peek before just to save you that time, but there we go. Yeah, we're getting there. You see the difference? It's much more creamier. Okay. I'm just going to set that out of my way. And I am going to grab my piece of the Scotch Brite pad. These are just those scrubby pads made by Scotch. Pick them up in the dollar store. And on the airy side of it, the side that is more bubbly looking, you're just going to put a tiny bit of paint and we're going to drag it across. And we're just going to make this so much more rustic. So I'm going to use my finger here just to get a little bit on there. What do you think? Isn't that looking more realistic of a barrel? I love it. Cheryl, I have an order going out for you, and I know that you're laid up right now with your knee surgery. So I have an order going out probably Monday, I'm assuming. Oh wait, Monday's Boxing Day, so probably Tuesday. Tuesday or Wednesday, anyways. I have an extra one of these pads, and I know you said that you need to get out and get one of these to try it. I'm going to throw one in with your order. Uh-oh. Okay. Are we still live, guys? I hope we're still live. Are we still live? I got a phone call and the whole screen went away. Okay, it looks like we're still live. Good thing I had the backup camera here, or the phone here, because I would have been panicking. Oh, that's weird. All right, so on the band down here, I'm going to want to go the opposite direction. And the same along the top. Got a little too much paint there. I'm not sure how to fix that for next time I go live. I'll have to look into that. That kind of freaked me out. It's all a big learning curve, right? Just like everything in life. If you see some spots that you want a little more as you're going, just drag it in the opposite direction. I think we're pretty good. What do you think? There's some spots that's a little heavier, and that's okay too. If you don't like it, you could always sand it back a bit or use the dry side and go back in there and just scrub it a little. And it'll scuff it up a little more. But I think that looks gorgeous. Maybe a little more lightness up there. So I'm just going to drag it in the opposite direction. And it's funny how things on the camera look so much different than they do in real life. It's so much more brighter. The colors really pop there as opposed to sitting here and looking at it. It's pretty cool. Okay, so that part of the barrel is done. Isn't that cute? Now, of course, if you were going to see the inside, you're going to want to paint that. I don't think we're going to see much of it, but if we do, I can touch that up after. So again, with this part, we're going to just do the same thing again. Now, I'm only going to do part of this one because you guys know how to do this, and I'm going to be jumping on to Craft Around the Clock on Facebook in a few minutes. So I'd like to leave a little bit to do over there because I don't have another project planned. I forgot that I was on there today. So we'll do part of the project over there because I just don't have another thing planned. So you can see, though, it would just continue to go around. Okay. Now, let's see. Do we have our glue guns on? We're going to close up this and just set this out of the way. Is everybody liking this so far? Let me know. Oh, Cheryl told me that we were still live. Good, good, good. That was a little crazy. It just, like the whole screen. I'm working from the new laptop. Brittany usually uses it on the other laser out in the she shed. But I can't go live on YouTube from a mobile device yet. So I grabbed this and thought, well, let's try it. But being the first time, that really scared me. I was like, oh no, it just ended. But no, we're all good. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of Stick Fast And I'm going to put some spots of stick fast on there to give me my good long hole. I'm also going to try and line up my joints. I think that'll just look a bit better. Although it probably won't show up after I put a bow around it anyways. But okay. Look at the difference, right? Isn't that crazy? Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of stick fast and put it on here in just a couple spots. And I probably should have waited till my hot glue was ready, but. And I'm going to do hot glue as well. I was checking to see which glue gun is on. Come on. Who's going to be hot for me first? I got both of them sitting here. Oh, of course not. They're both lit up, but nobody's cooperating. That's okay. While we're waiting for that, I am just going to show you what else we're going to work on today. We're also going to be working on these candy canes to make them primitive and vintagey looking, very rustic. We're also going to take, for this project, I've got this bag of, and they look pretty nasty, okay? They have been up in my attic in my craft bin from when my oldest kids were little. We were making angels way, way, way back. So like Brittany is 31. So these things are probably, at least 25 years old that they've been sitting up in the attic in a bag, but you know. So I dug those out. I was like, I knew I had some somewhere. And so we're going to turn those into cool candies that are going to look very vintagey too. So let's see if we got some glue coming. Oh, we do. Try not to make too much of a mess. I just went right over my stick fast because it was drying. Okay. Touch up that spot of stick fast after. So this is a Surebonder glue gun. It does heat up pretty quickly. It gets really hot. And I love that it's cordless. And it'll hold a charge for a good amount of time. So let's just, a little dollop there. A little bit in there. I think you could never have too much glue. Unless it's like dripping down it, right? Okay, so I wanted to line up those seams-ish. Pretty close. And then we're going to push it together. What do you think? Is that not going to be cute or what? Now, there is some gapping happening. That's okay. Because we're actually going to tie a ribbon around that section. So let's just get that glue to stick. Little string of it there. Give it a second. It's also a cool drum. Now I'm getting silly. What else could you guys put in a barrel like this? What else would you use it for? Okay, so it is popping a little bit on this side. I think I need a little more hot glue in there. So I'm just going to run it along the seam. And give it a squish. What else would you use this for? I thought it'd be nice as like a vintage candy container. That's what I'm going for. But you could put florals in it. You could do all kinds of things with this. I really wish I got more of them. All right, there. It's holding really, really well. All right, guys. So this is where I'm going to jump off. We're going to, jump onto Facebook at, let me check exactly what time. We are live on Facebook at 4:45. So if you want to come back at that point, we are going to finish this up and we are going to do all our cool candies for in it. It's going to be really, really sweet. So that's the plan. I was going to do the whole thing here, but now I found out I've got to be ready for that too. So sorry about that. I will get this figured out, but this was just a trial to see how YouTube was working, and I'm really happy that it's worked out. And Cheryl says that the picture is good. Nobody else has really said anything, but sounds great. Thanks for watching, guys. And I'm going to have to clean up this hot mess for the next time we go live here on YouTube. Make sure you have subscribed so that you know, and there's a little bell, I guess, to get notified. If you could hit that little bell too, that would be wonderful. All right, guys, I will talk to you in a bit. See you over on Facebook. Bye-bye.